Investment advisory and financial planning services are offered through Simplicity Wealth LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute nor endorse of the firm, nor does it indicate that the advisor has attained a particular level of skill nor ability. Investing involves risk of loss. Insurance, consulting, and education services offered through Diamond Life Planning is a separate and unaffiliated entity from Simplicity Wealth. This information is provided as a general information and is not intended to be specific financial guidance. Before you make any decisions regarding your personal financial situation, you should consult a financial or tax professional to discuss your individual circumstances and objectives.
Welcome to the Rock My Finances show on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV, where we put the fun in finance. Join Powerhouse Jennifer Jose, CDFA, CMC, and Private Wealth Advisor, as she collaborates with you to create clarity, control, and confidence with your money, your way. It's not about the zeros, so what is it all about? Let's find out. Now here's your host and weekly friend, Jennifer Jose.
Welcome back, y'all. We're going to dive in today. This is kind of a part two. We just completed one episode that's called What No One Tells You About Money in Your 20s. This one is about the secret no one tells you. So we're going to get a little bit into the emotion side of things with our beliefs, our habits, and our identity. So this is really fun. We do need to know our numbers, and we need to track our spending, and we need to create a plan like I talked about in the last episode. But this one's going to talk more about your behavior, your beliefs, and your relationship with money. And that's the bottom line. We all have a relationship with money, and that's just really not talked about out there in the financial world. So we want to make sure that you have your best system that fits you. And we want to make sure that your mindset is aligned with who you want to become. And then that way you're not going to get stuck. So when you're in your 20s, you're just starting out. And you're not starting from zero. You're actually starting from your childhood beliefs around money. That's where you attain them. It's from what you saw, what you heard, how money was handled in the household when you were growing up, or maybe even not handled, not looked at, and not talked about, or maybe even fought over, right? Maybe even parents divorced over money. And maybe you took all that on as it was your fault because maybe they talked about kids costing so much money. There's so many traumas and beliefs and things that come out of just absorbing the words around you in our childhood. So most of us don't even realize that we are absolutely carrying that into our adulthood. So the first step is awareness. We're going to start there. Ask yourself, what did I learn about money growing up? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it anything at all? What was it? Was it stressful? Was money stressful when I was growing up in my childhood? It could be as simple as watching one of your parents write their monthly bills and, them putting their head down, their hand on their forehead or something, and they just looked stressed. And then you could absorb that as when I do my monthly bills, I'm going to be stressed, or that creates stress. So you don't do your bills that way. There's so many little things that children absorb, and then we turn it into a belief or a fact that is actually not a fact or doesn't have to be your fact. Was money just completely avoided? Did you even talk about the topic? Was it very constricted? Not that much. We can't, no, sorry, can't afford that. No, sorry, can't afford that. No, right? Or was it, sure, here you go. Sure, here you go. Did you feel like you were wealthier than you were? I don't know. Let's check it out. Did it feel very controlling? Did it feel, here is your $3, $2.50 for lunch. Show me that you got it when you got back. Was it just not, you didn't handle it at all. Like it was always done for you until you actually maybe went to college, or now that you're out on your own, now you're dealing with it all by yourself. Whatever it is, you've likely carried some of that version with you into this life right now. And if you can get a handle on this in your 20s, I am telling you, it is a game changer for the rest of your life. Because as a money coach, I am dealing with people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s still dealing with this because they never knew they had a relationship with money. Even in their 40s, they're realizing they're not where they want to be, right? So if you can get a handle on this early in life, you're going to be that far ahead. The good news is you get to decide how. You get to decide now that you are going to create your own beliefs. Okay. So we're going to decide, you get to decide what kind of life you want to build and how money will support that life. Do you want it to feel abundant, or do you want it to just be simple and calm? Do you want to feel free as a bird to spend whatever you want? Or do you want to feel very supported, like you're giving a lot of your time and energy and money to things? You get to be you. And so this best version of you that we are going to start creating, this includes your money, right? So we get to start being clear on what actually makes you happy. So the one of the most biggest, most loved exercises and life-changing, sounds so simple, that I tell everyone is write down 100 things that you love. So go get your money journal. Let's start right away. We're going to write down 100 things that you love. This is not what you think you should love. This is what actually brings you joy. Okay. So this helps you understand what matters to you. And then we'll start aligning how you're spending your money with the things that you love. This also shows you some of your values. Then we're going to make a list of what you value. Okay. So do you think your values are right now? And that could change, of course, right? These are all pliable. I have someone that's been going on their 100 list. They're over 500 now. Like, it's great. And it changes. We want to just be in that love space. My belief is you cannot be in love and fear at the same time. I'd much rather you play with your money out of love. So being in that loving spot, playing with your money there, doing your money day, thinking about your money is so much better than being in fear. I don't have enough. I'm not a good saver. I don't know how to do this. This is so overwhelming. I've never done it before. All of that, that's fear. And when we're dealing with things in fear, we're going to get more of fear. When we're dealing with things of love, guess what? We're going to get more love. And that's what we all want, right? So we're going to make a list of your values. We're going to make a list of the 100 things that you love. Then third, we're going to make a list of all your skills and attributes, everything you've done great, everything that's good about you. What's good about you? What do you like about yourself? And I have to say, I want to just put my arms around everyone that says right now, I don't know. I don't know if I've done anything good. I don't know if I've accomplished anything, because you have. And that means that it's not top of mind or forethought. And we want that to be top of mind and forethought. We want that. We want to know that we do well at this. We've done good at this. I've accomplished this. I graduated high school, maybe even graduated college. I've had an amazing, loving relationship for 4 or 5 years. I had a great deal when I bought my last car. I was able to buy my last car. I live on my own. I have my own apartment, or I'm getting up and going to work every day. I don't call in sick, like whatever it is. I'm responsible. I don't, whatever it is. I was in huge credit card debt in college and now I'm not, whatever. I let go of people who don't serve me. So toxic relationships, maybe you're looking at that in your 20s. Everything. I mean, I even put my hair on there. I freaking love my hair, right? And I take care of my hair. So I put that on there. I love my health, that I spend a lot of time and energy on making sure that I'm eating right and I'm healthy and I'm getting exercise. All of that is my skills and attributes. It can be absolutely anything you like about yourself. I seek out knowledge from either friends or professionals when I need to know something. I know that paying a professional pays for anything that I might need, helps, because I don't know what I don't know. That's one of the things that I have on my list. Okay. This is where things get real, because most people never really stopped to think about their relationship with money. And so we're going to write a letter to your future self. Who do you want to be in your 30s? Who do you want to be in your 40s? Who do you want to be your future self to be? I call my future self Star. I love her. She's like a priestess. Like, she just knows all. She's completely aligned with the universe. All decisions come easily and effortlessly to her. And when she gets down in the dumps or if something negative happens, she knows that is good for her because it's going to show her the positive side of things. Like, I love her. Star, when she walks into a room, who she's being, she's loving, she's compassionate, she's strong, she's intelligent. She also takes no bull crap, right? So who do you want to be? Who do you want to be when you walk into a room? How do you want to feel? How does money support that version of you? So I've always wanted to be my own business owner. So money supported that, right? So you need to start with the vision so that you can add in from there. I also wanted to have time to exercise. Being a single mom, raising my kids, it was hard for me to even give a crap about exercising or eating right or any of that because I had so much to just, priorities were just to make money, keep the roof over the head, keep the kids' schedules going, keep everybody alive, right? So it was very different. So where are you at right now? Are you giving your work and job and career and everything 24/7? Or are you giving yourself time as well? Who are you showing up to when you go to your job or your business? Are you showing up as 100% yourself? Or are you faking some of it? Are you slacking? Are you always trying to get around the system and not put in a full day's worth? If you look at it, money knows you. Money is energy. That's all it is. And energy attracts energy. So what kind of person you're being at work and driving to work? Are you a crazy road rager? All of that is going to come into your money world. I know it's crazy, but I promise you it will. How we feel about one thing is how we feel about everything. I promise you it will come out. So let's bring this into our actual life. We need structure to support our new mindset. So this is where money dates come in. I want you to schedule a money date every week on your calendar, at least 30 minutes. We're going to be tracking our spending. This is not about judgment and criticism. This is just about building your relationship with money. So you're going to put it in your calendar, decide how you're going to do it. I use a spreadsheet. You could do QuickBooks, Excel, spreadsheets, Google Sheets, whatever you want. I'm sure there's a lot of apps. There's Acorn, there's money, this, money, that, whatever. There's lots. You get to decide how you want to do it. It's got to bring you joy and it's got to be easy, right? So as you're reviewing your bank accounts and your credit cards and receipts, whatever you're spending your money on, you need to keep track of that. We're going to not avoid it. We're going to fall in love with our numbers and go, oh yeah, I remember that dinner. It was so great. Like my daughter and I just went to Texas. It was so fun. We had a good time. We had a great dinner. We had steak frites and a couple drinks, and we split the steak frites. We tend to split a lot of our meals, which is great. So looking at that, seeing that on the charge, it wasn't on my charge, thank goodness, but looking at that, we look at that and go, yeah, that was worth that money, right? I Venmo'd. So Venmo, okay, that was worth that meal. That was really good. Pull up your Venmo, pull up your Zelle app, pull up your Cash App, pull up all these things, your PayPal, so that we see where all the money is going. Don't forget that, right? So now we're reviewing everything and we're not avoiding it. So you might want to light a candle or play some music, whatever makes you feel good on your money date. And this should feel something that you're choosing, not something that you're forced to do. You are in a relationship with money and you're sharing money with this relationship. Now, if you're in a relationship with someone else and it's just not you, they get to do all this as well, right? And so when you are relying on someone else for your, say, household expenditures, sometimes it's difficult to talk about money. But I can tell you, if you're going to be sleeping with somebody and living with somebody and having a roommate or a lover, you want to be able to talk about money too, just saying. The most important thing is it needs to feel good for both of you. It needs to feel equal for each of you. It needs to feel fair. It might not be fair dollars for dollars because one person might make more than the other, but the other one might do more chores or do more errands or something. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but we all need to feel like it's equal. And communication helps your decision making, right? So we need to share maybe goals, share rules, but we also keep our independence. What's ours, what's yours, and what's mine. All that needs to be separate. So have these conversations early on. If income differs with the two people, that's totally fine. There's lots of different things that you can do to take care of that. Like my last ex-husband, he paid for all the dinners out and I paid for all the dinners in. It was just easier that way. And then we both felt equal, right? So now we're going to look at our daily habits. Are you ready for that? I know it sounds crazy, but it's not just about money. It's about the respect you have for yourself. So how you show up in your world when you tell yourself something, let's say, like for right now, my daughter's getting married. I've been trying to keep the weight down because I'm, getting my dress fitting. And it's been going wonderfully. So if I'm going to tell myself that, I want just that extra 5 pounds so that I can actually eat in Iceland without worrying about gaining any weight. So if I was to go have a great big piece of chocolate cake, I'm telling myself I don't respect my boundaries. I don't respect my goals, right? I'm not respecting myself and my future self of who I want to be inside these pictures and feeling how I want to feel throughout the couple weeks there. So when we set something for ourselves, we need to keep it. Like, have respect for yourself. And if you don't, let's find out why. And I can guarantee you it comes back to your childhood. You weren't treated with respect. You weren't shown how to respect yourself. So this is where your learning comes in. No matter what comes up here, I promise you, you can change it. I promise you. You might need to hire an amazing money coach, just saying. You might need to do some self-exploration on yourself. But I promise you, this will change your life, change your entire abundance world for the rest of your life. So even starting with something small like making your bed every day. Yes, I make my bed every single day. That builds trust with yourself. When you eat well, or when you tell yourself you're going to eat well and you're not going to have that second helping, or you're not going to be having the cookies and the sugar and all the stuff that's not good for our body. When we tell ourselves we're going to exercise and walk 3 times a day or hit the gym or whatever it might be, if I like, my back has been sore, so I didn't actually go play pickleball. But what did I do today? I went to Pilates. Last night I went for a walk. So there's lots of changes that we can make, but I'm still respecting my body, respecting myself, right? I'm telling myself, this is important to me. This is a value to me. So it needs to show up. It needs to show up in my activities, my behavior, my beliefs. I do believe that I am important enough to make that a value. Absolutely. And when we don't, that's our work. That's all. That's just where we want to focus. Why don't I feel like I'm important enough to speak up at work and ask for a raise? Why don't I feel I'm important enough to have my money date and sit down and look at my money? Why am I feeling so overwhelmed? I have a friend, actually a client, that was criticized forever in her childhood. She absolutely has so much trauma looking at her numbers because it feels like all the criticizing comes up because she's not where she wants to be. So sometimes we have to unpack our childhood in order just to deal with our money. And everyone walking around today, we all have a relationship with money. And if you're in sales, we need to know that, because when you're asking someone to do something better for themselves, money behavior is real, y'all. Money behavior is real. We do things for a reason. So I want you to be able to better yourself, see your future self. And then I want you to be able to do it because you are amazing, you rock, and you are worth it. So put yourself first. Do whatever it takes for you to put yourself first. And if you say health and wealth and, I'm going to do my morning routine, have a morning routine every morning, movement, music, journaling, meditation, whatever it is, even if it's 2 minutes each, you stick to that because you are that important. I find that most of my clients that don't adhere to their boundaries that we set, they let people walk all over them, they give themselves away, they don't have a morning ritual. I know it sounds crazy, but if you have a morning ritual, I even have a nighttime ritual as well. If you have those rituals, you're telling yourself you're important enough to spend time on what makes you happy, what you value, and how you can have a better day and be that better self, right? Who do you want to be walking into the door a year from now? How do you want to be different? How do you want to be seen? For me, labels are not important. Dressing nice, yes. I want to feel comfortable. I want to look nice. I want to be somewhat updated, right? That's important to me. I don't need to buy the most expensive thing. Now, other people do. Other people want that. They want maybe the black dress that's going to last for 10 years. It's going to cost $500 or $1,000. I would not do that. So everybody's different, but I want you to feel good in your skin and what you're purchasing for yourself. Does that make sense? When we respect ourselves, we will respect our money decisions, and they're easier to make. So goal setting is so important, but not from a place of pressure and shame. It's just a target on where we want to hit. So in our money dates, we also want to set our goals. How much do we want to spend on groceries? Do we want to still shop at that spot? Or do we want to go to Costco for gas more? Whatever it might be, we want to look at everything because you are in control of your money. Even then, I know it feels like it's controlling you, but I promise you, you actually are controlling it. So if you can take anything at all from this episode, I want to make sure that it's not just about your money life. It's about your life and how you love and adore and respect yourself. It's about who you believe you are, who you believe you are showing up as, and who you want to be showing up as. The best part of all of this is you can rewrite this at any time. You literally could have screwed everything up with money. Totally huge credit card debt, lack of respect from your family, scared to death every time you spend a dime. It doesn't matter. You could have even filed bankruptcy, had your car repoed. Doesn't matter. You get to start fresh today. And it is about respecting your relationship with money and respecting your relationship with yourself first. So start now. Decide, what do you want your life to be in the future? What do you want to say a year from now and say, oh, I learned so much. My life is so different now. Decide what you want money to do for you and start showing up like that version of yourself today. I always wanted to be the matriarch of my last firm. And so I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do that, how am I going to show up? Well, I'm going to show up with my business attire. I'm going to show up always clean and neat. My car is going to be clean and neat. My home's going to be clean and neat. My money dates are going to be amazing. I'm not going to have scattered papers all over the house. My dishes are going to be done. Now, does all of that happen 100% of the time? Of course not. Do I shame myself when it doesn't? Absolutely not. So we want to look at everything and not perfection and not 100%, but good enough. Especially if you're a business owner, you got to take on that comment of, it's good enough. I've got laundry in my laundry room right now that's not done. Like, that's going to happen. And it's okay. Do not shoot for perfection. I want you to shoot for good enough and know your vision, know your target, know who you want to be. 1 year from now, I want you to come back to these episodes and I want you to listen to the episodes and I want you to be able to say, I rocked my finances this year.
We appreciate you joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe to the Rock My Finances YouTube channel for more engagement and bonus content. Tell me, what is your money story? Let's find out with Jennifer right here on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. It's not about the zero, it's about the F word, feelings. Feelings Jennifer can't wait to explore with you next week. Until then, let's all say, I rock my finances.